Good morning. Happy Tuesday. May the 4th be with you. Yeah, I'm going to say it all day. So, did you do your two things? Did you pick your two things? Did you write down your why? And did you take action towards accomplishing those two goals? If you didn't, you need to do that first thing today. Write down your two things, do your why, and then take a step towards their action. So, as we go through this next 30 days, I kind of want to just talk about what all this stuff is. What does it do? And there's three things that you're going to do over the next 30 days. Number one is you're going to learn more how to manage your state. And we've talked about this stuff before, but we're going to do it again. Repetition is the mother of skill. If you manage your state, you got everything. If you don't manage your state, you don't have anything. All of this stuff that we're doing is designed to help you manage your state, because the ability to manage your state in tough times is what allows you to make a better decision and have a better approach. The rest of everything that you can learn all flows from that, because if you're in a resourceful state, you're going to access resourceful ideas, resourceful approaches, resourceful beliefs, if you're in a non-resourceful state, then you're going to do the opposite of that. So managing your state is the how to accomplish everything. It's the start for everything. That's why we prime. That's why we do all of this stuff, is to help us manage our state. So that's number one. You're going to learn tons on how to do that over the next, we're on day 2, so over the next 28 days. The second thing is you got to figure out what it is that you want in your life, because managing your state is the how. What you want is the why. That gives you the reason to manage your state, because if you know where you're headed, if you're that airplane going to Hawaii and you know exactly where you're going, it's going to give you a reason to do all of this. So managing the state is the how. Your goals, your beliefs, your values, all of those things are the why. They are the reason behind doing all of this. That's goals, that's primary questions, that's your identity, that's all of that. Wrapped into one thing is your why. What is your why for motivating you to do all of these things and to pay attention to this, push yourself? A lot of us end up in a boat in a river, flowing down a river with no oars, and we just move along in life until we're 10 feet away from the falls, and then we go, I wish I woulda, or I wish I coulda, and now it's too late. So the or is state management, but you got to have a reason why, or you're not going to pick it up and you're not going to use it. And that's your goals, that's your values and beliefs, and that's your identity. Your values and beliefs, by the way, values are feelings that you either want to move towards or that you want to move away from. You have towards values and you have away values. Beliefs are what you think has to happen in order to hit that value. And we'll spend time on all of that. I'm giving you the bird's eye view today just so you know where you're headed. So that's the why. And then the third thing is to condition all of this stuff so that you don't have to think about it. Because one of the problems with all of that is we can react to something very quickly, and then we have to get ourselves back. And the thinking about it takes time, is difficult, and we don't always do it. So once you figure out your mission statement, once you figure out your primary question, once you have your goals, once you start learning all of these different techniques for managing your state, then you want to anchor those in every day so that they become where you don't have to think about it, so that your brain starts taking you there automatically. Then you're going to get momentum, and then the whole thing's going to go from there, okay? So all of this is designed to take us on that journey. That's the journey. Learn how to manage your state, know your why, which are goals, values, beliefs, primary questions, all that stuff, and then condition it in so that it's habitual, so that it happens all the time. You got to still do the habit, okay? But it becomes easier and easier and easier. My favorite metaphor, the old merry-go-rounds, for those of you that are old enough that can remember when we had playgrounds and they had the merry-go-round thing that you spun around. you could put 20 people on that thing, and when one person started to try to push it and move, it took all the effort in the world, and you could barely move it. But then as you kept going, you got faster and faster and faster, and it got momentum till you got to the point where you could actually stand there, and with one hand, you could keep it going. And it took some effort, but it didn't take near the effort that it did to get it started. When you want to go down a new path in life, it's the exact same way. You know, when you want to lose weight, getting started is the hardest part. Once you get it going and you start getting momentum, it becomes easy. Money is the same thing. Relationships are the same thing. Getting up at 4:30 in the morning and doing something like this is the same thing. You get momentum. So you just do little steps each day, and then we're going to get momentum. So that's where we're headed. That's the overview of everything that we're doing now over the next 28 days. So the two things. If you haven't done them, do them. Big thing, little thing, why. Write down your why, and then take your steps. If you did do that, then take the next step. What's the next thing that you can do? And tomorrow, we're going to add on to all of that stuff. So I hope that all makes sense for you. We got to watch some Star Wars today. May the 4th be with you. Everybody have an awesome day. Thank you for tuning in. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.